Let's watch and comment. I haven't
Hello,
seen this
Ashes
game.
players and fans. Welcome to a game from the top 8 at Ashes Weekend in Covenant Tulsa. My name is Steven.
And I'm Zach.
And we have a game here of Ashes Rise of the Phoenixborn, one of the newest offerings in the ECG, LCG, ACG, BCG space. Essentially card games that have lost the collectible model and are doing
So,
monthly or 2 to 3
Grant
times
has his
quarterly
Phoenixborn upside
releases.
down,
And that's pretty handy, Zach, let me tell you.
which
It's handy and it's cost effective.
As many of us recovering
guess he can do
from
that.
collectible card game addictions, if you will be so kind as to call it that, it's kind of nice to not have to chase down
four-color?
rares and uncommons and those kinds of things any longer.
Why does he
So
have
that's
an
something you're
illusion
into.
die next to her
Check
like
out
that?
Ashes, among other games offering that kind of value for card game players. We have Grant on the right, we have Joshua on the left, Aridel Summerguard, played by Grant, and Jessa Nani by Joshua.
What did I miss?
And look at the things any
What
longer.
did I miss?
You will
How did
be
they
so
spend
kind as to
dice?
call it that.
You spent it?
It's kind of nice to not have to chase down rares and
Ceremonial.
uncommons and those kinds of things any longer. So if that's something you're into, check
Wait.
out
Oh, he illusion die exhausted it. I'm not
one
paying
of the
attention.
black die
Okay, now I'm caught up.
other games.
First play was
offering
illusion
that kind
die
of value
exhausting.
for card game
That's
players.
ceremonial.
We have Grant on the right, we have Joshua on the left, Aridel Summerguard, played by Grant, and Jessa Nani by Joshua. And look at the Schools of Magic flow. Grant using all 4, pulling 1 black die in the ceremonial, and then a few even in the charm school. Happy to see that.
I was going to say, are you happy that both players here are running the charm die?
I am very happy. I
There
am
was
very
not a lot of
happy,
charm.
and that is why anytime you see those hearts come out, Gilders be not far behind in my
Grant.
experience.
Ye be Gilders.
And Grant knows the value. Of
Grant knows the
mouse
value of
block.
exhaustion.
Grant meditating big here. 4. And again, in a game that usually goes 2 to 3 turns, these early turns are critical. So you see heavy meditation on this first turn typically.
Yeah, it's so funny, you know, this back and forth between the turns. In reality, this game is about the technically the turns, rather than
Gilders
the rounds.
and
It's
bears.
these back and forths that we're seeing right now. These are the kind
All
of
over the
actions that are going to make or break your success. A lot of times, only getting between 2 to 3 rounds, like we were talking about earlier. So really, the game just kind of focuses in. The scope focuses down.
What I
in,
wanted to
expanding
see, I wanted to
back
see
and
this
forth. One of
this
Grant's
expand
favorites, one of my
energy
favorites as
deck
well.
that Grant was
And that was a
running.
very simple tempo mechanic there.
In the other top 8 game, we saw both players, play something like a Hammer Knight.
What's
So,
interesting is
force
that-
opponent to respond. You see both these players here more setting up.
Totally the opposite.
Yeah, they're just playing spells, getting their spell board.
But
set,
Joshua
not
actually
getting
played
on the
against a
board
deck that
yet.
was doing some exhaustion
Curious to see who
on him.
puts the first thing into play that the other person has to answer.
And liking this one so far because there is such a dramatic difference in these
Deck
decks.
work?
And
Ooh,
Aridel bringing the blue Jaguar
Ice
out.
trap.
the signature, and she's going to get ice trapped.
And there you go.
So Grant spending the
Boom.
dice on the Jaguar. Ice trap going to basically get rid of that
Just a
unit.
great trade.
Pays
here,
for
and
screen.
that's exactly what Ice Trap is for, that exact scenario. Remember, Joshua chose to have this as one of his starting 5 among Chant of Revenge and others. And now he will have the option to use said,
What are those
said
L's?
abilities. Jessa,
Jess's ability and Chandler,
That
honestly.
potentially,
Grant has.
yes.
Looks like we have some
I believe
damage coming
Damage.
through to Aridel here.
She's taken some for that reason.
And I think this is, part of what makes this game so incredible is the ice trap there. You see Aridel, blue Jaguars are a problem.
Oh,
Great.
yeah.
And you just include it in the
Nervous,
first hand to make sure you
picking
don't
those
have that on
hands.
the very first turn. And Grant here, you see the initiative token up top, and he's first. So Josh is going to get the first play next turn, able to get something out pre.
Joshua started Gilder,
There's the enchanted
Chant,
violinist.
Bear,
Before.
Violinist, Ice Trap. That was
She's good.
5.
So that was his 5th card.
We
That's
played
all.
No Fear.
Grant
That's
has more
Jessa, no
cards. He's
fear in
got
the first 5.
2
That's
more
interesting.
die.
And now this is really interesting to me. Obviously,
I don't know why you would go Violinist over Fear in this
You're out
hand.
of cards, so Grant
That's
kinda
a very
knows the
strange
score at this
choice.
point.
Knows the score. You have 2 spellbooks open down there. And now it really has kind of an advantage in that knowledge and that understanding.
Kind of weird
Grant can be
because
able to kind of
you can only
hone
summon a
in on
Gilder.
the best options for him, knowing the cards that he has in hand. No more surprises from Josh.
Ah.
No more ice traps, for instance. And expanding energy.
Got a basic.
Move in a wolf that was exhausted back to a basic. And you can always do better than a basic, Zach.
So I think
can always-
With that on
Grant
a
starts
He's
t-shirt.
going to
Print it.
meditate here. 5th meditate of the turn, getting that to a wolf.
open memories in this hand, in this deck. Starts open.
Meditating 1 there.
All right,
Guys,
so he's only got the
I
two
should
dice
put out the
left.
bear.
Looks like he's bringing out.
But Aerodel still
Send it
has
to a frog
a
and
water
then
blast
bear
and a frog
out.
die left.
All right, Grant here gonna spend.
Yeah, Gilder and water
Frog,
blast.
Gildor, ping the bear. Spin the other
Sucks.
frog. Do the great justice to the bear.
Got chant
And,
trigger
I think
that
he's
he's
did he
not
use
doing.
Aerodel there? What did he do? Did he do anything?
I think he used Aerodel to do two. Gildor does one when he comes into play, and then Aerodel there can basically pop for two.
Boom.
No chant trigger.
Bear gone. That's what we call it. Not exhausting Aerodel.
Dragon says the black L is for wounds and the blue L is for status
That's what
tokens.
happens when we get to these. We'll
Kinda
get to these
confusing.
high-level games, as we say.
It's been a long day. Gilder here.
Gilder attacks Jessa.
Punching Jessa for one.
Just a little poke.
Also poking
And,
Aerodel right
yeah, a
back.
little poke back.
Oh man.
Butterfly Monk comes in, so you know what? Why don't we just heal up some damage?
Wait, did they all pass?
All right. So I think that's the end of the turn.
So
Right here.
Grant
right
had
back
2 extra dice.
What do you
Crazy.
what do you put the score out there? Who?
They had a
who
card in
got-
his hand.
Grant leaves a turn
What did
with
he-
2 dice unspent. He has
Yeah,
them
that's
on
what I
the
just
highest
said.
Side, so he's going to a stronger turn this next turn, but I always feel a little bit cheated.
I wonder
when
what that
I
last
put
card
all the
was.
dice
It was.
on that first
Wait,
turn.
so Grant had open memories in his hand and he didn't play it?
Get him back. Ooh, a couple of
Yet
empty
he had
nets.
2 dice. He could have played it.
That's going to be significant.
And one of the biggest threats, obviously Aerodel can do 2 direct damage, which is going to allow Grant to control the board here really well. But again,
He didn't have to grab something that he could have grabbed another butterfly monk book and thrown it down and had 2 butterfly books.
You have to deal with constantly.
Yeah, and Josh's expand energy comes back.
I don't
in.
know. I don't. Maybe they're
So
very
we got
nervous, and I can
double
understand
expands.
that. I
We
was
got
nervous in the
spellbooks
top 8
wide
also.
open for these
Big
guys.
mistake.
But I absolutely love how different this is than the other top 8 game.
Absolutely, man.
Just
Energy engine.
upside
what
down
you want.
difference.
I know that Isaac was really amped to see so many different representations in the winner's circle. And
That's an interesting way to put wounds on things.
that's really what you're looking for in a game, especially a game like Ashes. You just want it to be diverse. You want it to be enjoyable for all different play styles and different play types. And there's Aerodel's ability now coming in.
Yep, just going to do
Is it gonna
damage
murder
with
the
violence
chant this
here.
time?
That's going to allow Chanter Revenge to trigger.
Ooh, looks like Josh is using those arcane tokens.
Kill the
Alright.
Gilder.
Yeah, I was going to say, look at
Good
the,
Josh,
look at the
thank you.
damage there hanging on Jessa.
Exhaust token there, damage there.
If you haven't checked out the arcane tokens, you should.
You should, they're there. Check them out on our
Beautiful
store.
tokens compatible with Ashes. I love that Grant's using the Force tokens too.
There's
Here
the
comes
blue
the Jag.
jaguar. Yahee! You can be ice trapped this time.
Nope, no ice trap in sight.
Tread carefully, blue jaguar.
There's only so many ice traps.
And
Ooh.
another chant of revenge.
Ugh.
Wow,
It starts getting real tough
that's
to
strong.
deal.
That is strong.
At some point,
Ah,
I think
that's really tough against Aerodel
Path forward. If you get rid of
to have
taking damage, if you
2
don't.
chance of revenge
Yeah,
again.
2 to 3, crazy. Well, Grant's got time. I mean, there's nothing on the board here, so he can take
That's
advantage
kind of a weird choice. Oops.
of openings. He can keep building his board up. That extra chant of revenge may not exactly be what Josh was looking for here.
That's
He might
exactly
just
what
be
he
able to
wants.
Get something on the board.
He wants tons
Yeah,
of
but
damage
He also
against
got spellbooks
Jessa.
open down
Or
there.
Grant
against
has a blue
Aerodel.
Jaguar, which he's probably not going to use to attack because he wants to stay unexhausted to be able to exhaust anything Josh brings into play. So is there a real benefit yet for Josh to bring?
So
something
Grant
out?
is
You know,
heavily
take some more
exhausting,
actions and
or
dice
so heavily
before he
meditating
uses
so that he can get those
And boom.
those
3 to
wolf
meditate.
exhaust plays, and
Looks like 2 fadeaways too.
still hasn't played Open Memories. I mean, Open Memories is one of those cards you don't want to hold on to forever.
And
Alright.
Frog's going to bring in another unit. Probably a monk there.
Yep.
There it is.
And
More
that's-
unit guard.
That's really what buys Grant the most time. Is he has the ability to recover health.
Yeah, and those butterfly monks a great foil to Justice's ability and those chance of revenge. You remove something, take some damage. Butterfly.
So
monk has a way
I
to
haven't
remove
seen this
some
match
damage.
right now. Based
So
off
it's a
of
safe
how much
bet
Grant
for
has been
this block. So we
meditating,
can put those butterfly
I
monks
feel
in
like
there.
he's gonna end up decking
Block
out
the
and
offense
taking
Josh
damage
can
from
try to
draw
can
in
essentially
this game at
nullify
some
out
point.
those abilities, or at least make them less hurtful.
100%.
Because he's meditated a lot.
And now looks like Grant stacking some tokens up. He's getting
Just
ready
getting
for some Blue
organized.
Jaguar parties over there.
Yeah. I'm just picturing a party of Blue Jaguars.
That's
It's really
right.
funny.
I like Grant keeping it close to core set here. He's got Aerodel with a Jag and a Butterfly Monk. That's right out of the rule book right there.
All right, looks like we're pinging the Jag for 1
The Gilder coming in.
and bringing in, I think a Gilder to do the other damage to the Jag. Again,
There's the
just
other one.
forcing Josh to deal with a Jag every turn is going to be a big deal.
Yeah, just
Alright, more
picking them
damage
down.
on Jessa. Oh, not Jessa, on Eredel.
That's right.
Use the Team Covenant. I can do that.
Change of revenge.
Boom. Muted. Alright. Let's see what happens. Water Blast, probably. Yeah, as expected. Wait. Oh, that's a Gilder. Did he already Water Blast? I guess he already Water Blasted. He Water Blast. Oh no, I'm missing stuff. So he exhausted that. He can still get a bear out. But he opts to play his other Gilder book. So that's gonna be it for Jess. Jess is gonna can take a lot of damage this round. Oh no, never mind. All the units have died. I still don't know about that. What the heck is that? Anchornaut. That's a weird choice. Super weird choice. I don't know why you wouldn't just. There's no reason to kill the Gilder so soon. There's like no reason. The Gilder can't do anything. Gilder can try to attack you, and you can just block with a butterfly and heal. So you can just leave that Gilder there. I'm gonna use expand energy to bring back a nature die. He still has open memories in his hand, and I don't know why he hasn't played it yet. I think that's a big mistake, is to hold on to open memories for so long. Not only that, but I think he forgot to exhaust expand, and he has no charm, so he can't play open memories at all. Yeah, he can't play it at all now. See? So he's gonna meditate it. Yeah, he had 2 dice. That's a big mistake. The first round, he had 2 dice to use open memories. Might have cost him the game. I would have end of the last round, open memories, grab a second butterfly monk book, and then throw it down. And now I have 2 butterflies around to heal. If you're exhausting Jess's dice, there's no way she can afford to kill your stuff and pay for screams to counter all the butterflies. I'm gonna guess that Joshua gets a 3rd Chain of Revenge at some point in this game. The only way I see him overwhelming Grant's Aerodel. My 2 predictions right now are the 3rd chant gets played and Grant takes draw damage. We'll see if I'm correct. What did I miss there? Oh, he must have done violinist. Kill the butterfly. Anchornaut. Anchornaut is an interesting choice in this deck. Again, left with the die. So, right now, Aerodel player wants to stabilize. By stabilize means getting butterflies out to heal and develop a battlefield. So slowly working towards that. But Joshua already has a solid spell board built out. Better than Aerodel's, actually. I don't know what Aerodel's been drawing. Right now is weird because Grant should be able to stabilize and start winning, but the double chance is favoring the matchup towards Joshua. He's got 2 Gilders and 2 chants, which means he can kill things and chant all day, and Screams enchant Airedale all day. But Grant needs a second Butterfly book real bad. If he can get a second Butterfly book, I think that would help him stabilize. Um, like Grant should be able to pull this one off at the moment. Like he should be able to, but yeah, because all he's gotta do is keep targeting those. Like he's been doing is target those nature dice. Target those nature dice with exhaustion to just stop Joshua from playing any units at all. Oh man, but he's gonna take a beating from draw or from decking. He only meted one. Probably has a hidden power. That would have meted both of those illusion to wolves. Pays one to King Gilder. Holding on to his ceremony. King something else. I would not bother gazing this because you can water blast it. Maybe he wants to water blast a bear, but you could just gaze a bear. Using tokens. Two EVs. Damn. Kills one Gilder and another. Final cry? I mean, Final Cry plus 2 chance to Aerodel is 8 damage. A lot of damage. Or, I'm sorry, 8 life. It's 4 damage, but life. I don't know why he would pay 2 dice there. Again. Get ping the Gilder once. You can just Water Blast that Gilder. Bam! All the damages. So he ends up killing the EV, paying to Scream it, and then blowing the rest of the damage at Aerodel. Gonna summon a Gilder probably. Ping out that Gilder to death. Ooh, that is quite nice. So Grant, I noticed, has not drawn any more spellboard cards. That's a bummer. That's a bummer for a deck that wants to, probably wants to flood the board. I mean, by the looks of it, Grant hasn't meditated anything almost. He's, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards? Or, I mean, sorry, Joshua only meditated 7 cards, and I think Grant, like, has 7 cards in his deck at this point. I mean, that's pretty good right now. He can swing for 5, put out a butterfly, he can swing for 4. Yeah, we can talk about first five, Elliot. I mean, that's one of my biggest. Here, you know what? I'm gonna pause it. We're at 1926, so you guys know. Let's go back to that first five. Check this out. Let's check out the end of this round. The biggest question mark for me. That. Where is it? Here, right here, right here. Okay, look at the dice that are left. You can kind of see them here. See, look, look. Grant passes with a charm and an illusion die. Then, if you look carefully at his hand when he draws, you'll see that he had open memories as his fifth card. So his first five was these four cards, the four books, and open memories. Or spellboard and open memories. Look, look, open memories. Boom, right there. He drew two chance to protect and two anchor knot. Wow, that's an unfortunate draw. That's actually a really bad draw for him. He had a super bad draw that second round. Why? Aradel has spellboard 4, and he's got all the stuff he wants in his spellboard right now. So he drew two useless cards in Chant of Protect for him at the moment. Then he drew two Anchor Knots, which not the greatest thing you want to draw into. And he still has that Open Memories. I don't know why he didn't play Open Memories the second round then, for sure. At least there, it should have been played the first round. And he could have grabbed. Yeah, he should have OM'd for another Butterfly Monk book. That's what I would have done. Grab the Butterfly Monk book and drop it. And now I got 1-2 butterflies. 2 a turn. Just boom, boom, boom. Pumping out butterflies, live forever. That hand that he drew was rough. Rough, rough, rough. And let's see what Joshua drew. Kind of see his hand too while he's drawing. These guys are tilting their hands towards the camera. That's nice. Joshua started. What's interesting is Joshua did not start Fear. He started Ice Trap, these 3 books, and EV. Or Chant 2 books and EV, and Ice Trap. And then he draws into book, a Chant, an Expand, EV, and a Final Cry. He actually gets a very nice draw. He drew a Gilder book there. So he got a nice draw. That's probably why that second round went so much in favor of Joshua. Alright, we were at like 19 something, right? Yeah, somewhere around here. Yeah, I don't know if he meditated the book or not. I mean, I don't know why you would only run one Butterfly Monk book. Out of all the books, I think that's the most important book to run more than one copy of. Like, the most important book to run multiple copies of is Butterfly Monk. T27, I think we're back. Yeah, we're past that now. Thank you, sir. So, Grant has to be down to like 6 cards at this point. Fill up that battlefield nicely though. He's got 5, he's got 3 more slots. Got a bear most likely. Oh no, just got a molten gold arrow down to 5 life. Ooh. So this is an easy choice, honestly. He's got another expand left, I guess, so he can still put out a bear. Or no, is he out of expand? I think he's out of expand. I think Grant needs to just swing. Deal a bunch of damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage. Take him down to 10. That's pretty good. And he goes first next round, so he can actually. Yeah, so he swings in with everything, and then they both pass. That's not what you want to do. Well, that's good enough, I suppose. Because he's going first. So he wants to swing in and then swing again to get in that damage and put Joshua at 4 life. Because if you get a molten gold, then you're real close to that win. It's actually a pretty close game. And the nice part is actually you're Aradel, so you don't have to swing at everything right now, but I would, and the reason for that is If you don't swing with everything, one of your guys is gonna die to something. Builder ping. That's a free damage you could have gotten. Grant is in a bad position if Joshua also drew. Because I mean, molten golds and 2 chances is all she wrote. That's it. Wonder what Joshua drew. Just um, like when you're at 5 life with Aerodel against the Jessa, yeah, he's out of cards. That's why he made it to expand energy and plays the Chant Protect. Okay, that's a nice play. I agree with that play. That's why he made it. You don't have to see as Aerodel. You don't have to meditate the monk book to get life. You can water blast your own monk. You can. He's got EV, so you can side action meditate and kill his own monk. There's a bunch of things you can do to heal. But what he needs to do is play more monks. He hasn't played enough butterfly monks. Pings the EV because he knows that's the problem. Why did he spend a basic die? Oh, just gaze. To gaze the Gilder. He needs to swing. He needs to swing with everything and deal damage. Two, 4, 6, 8 damage at this point. Swinging in with everything. I mean, honestly, Joshua's in a really... Joshua's in a really bad spot right now, honestly. This is like heavily in Grant's favor, this match at the moment. So I'm curious to see what happens. Gilder, and then you can just gaze it. And then... Yeah, that's expected. He's gonna scream. Take it off a Chant Protect, yep. But he's gonna have to drop. But don't forget to gaze. Yeah, there you go. So now I suppose you summon another butterfly. Or you summon a Gilder. Gilder's got more staying power. So what I would probably do is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, try swinging with a butterfly or something. Deal 1 damage to that butterfly, then summon a Gilder, ping the butterfly to heal yourself, and then you got a fresh unit. You're gonna want to make sure you swing with one of your butterflies, and then you ping them with the Gilder. Because you don't want to kill anything on Grant's battlefield at this point. It's just gonna give him free damage on you with chance of revenge. Well, guys, we're gonna pause the video. We have to take a quick 20-second commercial break because I have to use the restroom. And we're back from the commercial break. So, I mean, Grant's in a solid position at this moment. Oh, Hammer Knight that gets gazed. Boom. Okay, now what you want to do? There's no reason to summon a Gilder right now. What he wanted to do was swing with the butterflies, deal 2 damage, and then Gilder, ping your own butterfly, and um, heal up. Also not sure why he was spending his nature dice to activate Steady Gaze. He could just be using his illusion dice, and then he saves his dice for Water Blast. Bear, gaze it. Yeah, that's it. Now you gotta get in for a bunch of damage. Problem is, Joshua has 2 expand energy. What's in his hand? I saw one expand energy. What else is in? Exhaust a charm die. No, not everything. No, 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 no. Not with everything. No, 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 no. That's too dangerous. Everything, you gotta leave a blocker, at least 1 blocker. Yeah, I would put him at 1 life. See, you're not gonna win. If you're not gonna win because you need 1 more damage, then don't swing with everything. Just keep the Gilder or something that you can block in case Joshua has a trick up his sleeve. Grant's completely tapped out. Joshua's got double expand. Now he can play a Hammer Knight on you. You left 1 Gilder to block, you're not gonna win anyway. Then just have the Gilder block. That's too much damage to take. Aerodel's got 5 life. 4 is way too much damage to take. Basically, Grant was doing doing well by, gazing everything and building his board. But then he decided to, well, 2 things. He summoned a Gilder and just pinged a Hammer Knight. I don't agree with that. He should have, 'cause it's gonna heal anyway. He should have swung with the butterflies first, then summon Gilder, kill his own butterfly, heal 1. Then he swung with everything, and I mean, Joshua still had 2 expand energies left and 1 die left, so he could have easily played something like a Hammer Knight or another Frostback Bear book. Um, I would have left 1 Gilder up to block. Joshua's only at 1 life, so what you have to think about as Grant at this point is is all you gotta do takes 2 off of the chant and it goes down. See, but this is the problem. He's at 3 life. He's in Molten Gold range. He needs to meditate that book right now. Right now. Doesn't meditate it. That's really okay. So I see what happens. Joshua probably plays Molten Gold, and that's game. Grant should have meditated that butterfly book, and he would have healed. Because what you gotta think about as Grant there is like, I have way more units than him. So all I have to do is, he's at 1 life. All I have to do is make sure I don't die, and I swing with everything and win. So I bet Joshua gets that Molten Gold and just wins. And then Joshua does the right thing. He gets rid of the last card in his hand because he says it's not going to win me the game unless I get molten gold. I'm just going to draw. Oh, there it is. So that honestly, that was Grant's game to lose. A lot of mistakes made on his part. Not playing the open memories the first round, even though he had the mana for it. He had a really rough draw the second round with 2 chance to protect and 2 anchor knots. And then he still had the worst part is he still had open memories in his hand. If he had played open memories, he didn't even discard it. So if he played it, he would have at least drawn another 5th card, and maybe that second hand would have been better. Um, there he could have meted the butterfly books, and he would have won. A lot of mistakes made there. Oh, here we can comment on my own game. Where is it? There we go. Keep it rolling. Keep it rolling. If someone wants to play a game, we'll keep it rolling. All right. Let's see. Let's see all the mistakes I made. Jared made some mistakes too. We'll go through them. You know, very standard start. Meditate, bunch all the wolves, and then a bear book. Probably. Oh no, I go Hammer Knight on this one. I go hard. Jared told Jared to go first. I brought the most basics. He meted everything and put on a bear book. It sucks playing illusion against illusion when you have fewer illusion dice than the other player. It's never a good feeling. Hurry up and make up your mind, Jared. Lost illusion. And then there's a violinist to block the Hammer Knight. It's annoying. Lost his nature die. I'm Rin, so I can say that. I can do that. Nature die. So I made a mistake right here. I should have grabbed another ceremonial die probably. I still have hidden power in my hand. I needed one more ceremony. I have Crimson Bomber as my 5th card. This one. I had Choke first time I played Jarrett during the Swiss rounds. And I wanted to mix it up this time, do some mind games, so I didn't start Choke. But I don't know what I was thinking. I grabbed another nature die. I don't know why I did that. I should have just grabbed another ceremonial die. See, here I grab another nature die. Then exhaust his last nature die. So he can't put out any bears. And there goes my Crimson Bomber. Like that. And here I'm like, I froze because I'm like, damn it. Should have grabbed another ceremonial die instead of a frog. Fade away is not something you want to see thrown on your Hammer Knight. Bear book. Get frog dice. Oh man, I meted a second bear book there. So I get a very lucky draw round 2 with drawing the last bear book. So guys, watching this match gets me pumped. Anybody want to play a match? Yeah, shadow target. Boom. Jared's like, oh, I got it. Know if you had the choke. Did it, because I'm a scrub. That last card was choke could be more useful. So here I'm like, well, guess I'm just gonna swing this Hammer Knight. Yep. Oh, wait, Hammer Knight doesn't die. But basically he's dead. You don't need to do any work before Origins. Yeah, that overlay they have there, they show Crimson Bomber. Detonate 3, destroy this unit. Really nice. I like that summary. So, one of the nice things about having these frog dice instead of a bear is that I get to kill this bomber. But a bear could have done the same job, I suppose. Or a bomber, I mean, instead of playing my own bomber. Done in the first round. I'm not showing it here because I didn't put on my Phoenix Point. I was doing it on that counter. Next time I know that counter, I just need to move it to the bottom part of the screen. If it's on the bottom part of the screen, everyone can see it much easier. The top part there, no one can see it. But you don't know this when you're sitting at a table. You don't know where this camera is looking at. Or you know where it's looking at, but you don't know how well it can see. So I took 3 there from the bomber. I'm actually at 14 life. And Jared's at 20. And I got a crossback bear draw here, so I was like, sweet. But first, we gotta put out a bear so Jared can't shadow target it. Boom. I don't think Jared ever shadow targets me again this entire game. He only did the first round. I think that's one of his mistakes. I got that Cole playmat. Cole off. Med? Let's, no, I'm gonna med some more. Boom. Die. Die. Probably one more. The two. Alright, Jared. Put out a bear. Medic also. Damn. Jared med 5. Oh yeah, I think their overlays that they did are pretty nice. I really like the HP bar style of the life points. Like a fighting game. Knockdown. Hammer Knight. Or is it Stormwind? That looks like Stormwind, man. There's a lot of thinking in this game. I can fast forward some parts. They won't miss action. Bomber. So I meditate again. See, I could have saved myself a side action if I just meditated those cards last round, right? Because I meditated and then meditated last round and then meditated this round again, or this turn again. And I could have just done it all at one meditate action. Didn't have to do it one after the other, or I didn't have to do it in two separate actions. Then I could have ice buffed the bomber or what have you. EV, best play, NA. So if I had a ceremonial left, it'd be nice to be like, or win the EV out of the mist, the bear. I don't have a ceremonial for that, so. That was your arm, Bob. You tried to adjust that life counter for the camera. It sort of helped, but I really should have just placed it down by the dice. So unlike the last game, Jarrett and I are playing our hands very close to our chests, literally. Here I'm contemplating Out of the Mist, obviously, and then I'm like, I don't want to play Out of the Mist. Then I say, maybe I will. Maybe I won't. Maybe I won't. And then again, maybe I will. And I'm thinking, damn it, Jet. I got so much dice. Nice buff. My main action. It's my main action. Oh, choked my. That's right, he choked my ice buff. That's a weird thing to choke. Guess it makes it so the bear kills the bomb, or I think here I just swing with the bomber. Oh, it's with the bear? Uh, Probably better off swing with the bomber there, because then they kill each other. Versus the bears, they're just gonna hug each other. Takes the damage. That was actually in my favor, I think. I think he should have not taken the damage, because if he doesn't take the damage, then we have two bears that are at 2 life, and I have to spend dice to kill his bear. Then he attacks me directly, so I can actually trade my bomber with his bear. So basically what happened there was my bomber got to kill his bear, and then my bear got to attack him in the face for free. You can choke a bear freeze or a bear spite. You can even, you know what? You can choke spite. That's kind of interesting. Save a damage. Yeah, he attacks me and not the bear there, and that's definitely a mistake. I mean, I think him taking the damage with Noah was a mistake also. Just have the bear block it. He has EV available to kill the bear with that last point of damage on my bear. We were all nervous here though. Everyone made a lot of mistakes, as you can see from the last game and this one. It's the first round of the top 8, so everyone was like, crap, I made it here to the top 8. Now what do I do? Elliot knows, he was there. Did they record your match, Elliot? Or did they only record 2 matches? The top 8. I hope they recorded everything. If they recorded every match, that'd be fantastic. Cause I definitely want to see Austin and Tim's match, and I want to see that Lulu deck played as well against, which I guess played you. Oh, and this is where Jared's like, should I do it? Should I grab the HK back? He's looking at our discards. And I think he decides, yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna bring back Hammer Knight and play it. We count cards in our deck. I'm not feeling good at this moment because I have an exhausted bear. Jared's a bunch of dice. Then he spends all of it and takes damage to throw back a Hammer Knight. That's probably was not a good play on his part. I don't know what's in his hand, but molten gold and something else. So then I'm like, okay, he's at ceremonial. I'll throw down a frog and then exhaust his last die. So he swings at me for 5. Bam. I'm at 9. And I get a bear. I really hope they recorded all the top 8 matches because that would be fantastic. Nice, some of my barons swing back for 3. This is actually pretty good for me because I was down 3 life. I mean, I started the game down 3 life as Ren at 17 versus his 20. I was down 14 to 20 at the end of the first round. And now, in the second round, I managed to bring it down to a 1 life deficit from a 6 life deficit. So, good round for me. Then I roll. Pretty damn good roll. And Jared can send all of his ceremonial dice to Basic City. No, I agree, Bob, that taking the 4 right away when you're ahead on life is not necessarily wrong. But I don't. He had a hand of like 4 cards still. What did he have? Maybe he had 2 blood chains and a molten gold, and he's thinking, well, I don't want to just chains an EV, because he could have like changed the EV, attack with the EV, changed it, bring it back, swing again. He did not aftershock. Did forget to use the aftershock, and I actually remember hearing everybody through the door in the other room saying, "Oh, did he aftershock? He forgot to aftershock." Then Jared was like, "Hey, tell him to be quiet," because he realized he forgot the aftershock. Then his bear. Okay, I make a mistake here too, because I have my bear hit his Hammer Knight, and I pay to freeze it. I think it's just dumb. I can just pay a die to kill it. There's no reason for me to freeze it. I paid a nature die. I paid an illusion. No, I paid a ceremonial die to freeze it. Maybe I wanted to save my nature. And the bear has a token. So if Jarrett had aftershocked my bear the first round, and then aftershocked it again here, I would have had a dead, or he could have meditated and killed it right away. Um, Maybe I would have ice buffed it though, because I don't think I took a side action last round, which is weird. Should have definitely taken a side action. At least ice buff. Oh, I wanted to save the ice buff for the Stormwind. Or for the bear. No, I think I put on the bear anyway. Pretty sure I ice buffed this bear. Last round I was choked, but this round, I'm saying the very first turn I took this round, I attacked with the bear. Or no, oh, I didn't do anything. Jarrett went first. So yeah, if he had not forgotten his aftershock, my bear would have died. We could have aftershocked it again, and then EV ping. Yeah, Christian Pratt. Bob says Christian Pratt has a voice you can hear through a monsoon in a bunker. That's very true. That's very true. So there I ice buffed my bear finally, and then Jarrett pings it dead with a Stormwind. And I'm like, crap. Our board positions are pretty stable at this point between the two of us. Um, I have 2 bear books though, and he's only got 1. But we had the same amount of dice until I played that bear. Yeah, it's not a bad thing, it's just funny. So I guess, see Jarrett right here, he doesn't choke, again, he doesn't shadow target me. He plays a bear, but he just chooses not to shadow target. I don't know if I agree with that. I think he should shadow target me, that other bear right now. But he's got other stuff he wants to play. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to use this opportunity to play a bear if he's not going to shadow target. Make sure I get it out. And now I feel good, because before I had 1 Stormwind sniper on the battlefield, and that's all I had to protect me. And now I have 2 bears and a Stormwind. I'm feeling pretty good with my battlefield. Versus a Stormwind, 1 bear, and an exhausted hammer, double exhausted hammer. And then I have Out of the Mist mana. He's got to know Out of the Mist is coming in to kill that bear. I kept saying I was going to play it last round. I didn't play it last round. It wasn't. Shadow target was only used the first round, and I don't think he ever used it again. Then he used Blood Chains to lock down a bear. I didn't Out of the Mist him right away because I wanted to surprise Out of the Mist him, I think. Out of the Mist and swing or something. So here I Out of the Mist, kill the bear, draw a card. And I'm out of dice. Jared's got 4. Not the best position. Yeah, Stormwind, let's swing. Let's swing at Noah. Okay, here's another mistake. Right here. Boom. Jared puts those 2 damage that he's supposed to take from the Stormwind off to the side of the board. Over here. Not on his Phoenixborn. I marked it off on this guy, that he's on 8 life. He put it over here. 10. We're going to come back to that later. I'm just going to give him the 2 life back. The bear should also only have 1 exhaust. Yes, Elliot. So I put 2 exhaustion tokens on the bear, but it should only have 1 exhaustion token because Hammer Knight had 2 wounds on it. Which means the Blood Chains on a Hammer Knight should only put 1 wound or 1 exhaustion on the bear. And I put 2. Look at all these mistakes we're making. We're such scrubs. There, a bomber attacks my other bear, and then they both blow up. The bear eats the bomber, and then the bomber explodes in his belly. Then he swings at me for 2, puts me at 7 life. So my life counter says 7-8, but these wounds here say 7-10. And then he blood chains his own. That is a Stormwind sniper to boss mine. I don't know if I agree with that choice either. I don't know why you would blood chains your own Stormwind just to add 1 token to my Stormwind. You guys run out of cards here. He's got 1 card left in deck. And I see this, and I know this, and so I just start holding cards. I roll a lot of basics this round, though. But not so much that I can't play the Hammer Knight. And I'm like, okay, I don't have many cards in deck, but I'm going to want to try to put out 2 bears. So I'm like, I got a couple cards left I can spare. Probably another Out of the Mist in hand. Game is so random. What do you expect from a game with dice, Bob? I really hope they recorded the rest of the matches, Bob. I hope there was more than 2 cameras in there. I only saw 2 cameras. I think you're right, but I hope there were more. And then got a hammer locked and loaded. What happened to his bear? Did I miss that? Oh, he didn't play it yet. He just took it off. So, looks like he has another bear book in his hand. Decides to Stormwind snipe me because I'm only at 7 life. That puts me down to 5. I just didn't put the tokens on there yet, but I did it on the counter. Did it on the life counter. Making sure it's legit. And ping that guy dead and hit with a hammer. So see, Jarrett should be at 4 life now, which would make a huge difference since I have a Molten in hand. But then he marks it and I'm like, wait, you should only have 4 life, not 6. He's like, nah, I've been doing tokens on this all day. And I'm like, crap. Got 6 life. Oh, I guess I don't do that yet. But at some point this happens. I start counting and I'm like, oh, I can Stormwind and Molten. But I have the dice for that. I can actually met everything. Bring back a Stormwind and Molten and hit him. Oh no, I can't do that. I'm at 5 life. I do that, I die. Unless I Molten first, then Stormwind. So here I'm like, oh, you're at 6? Okay. I'll give you 2 life back. Then he plays Hidden Power. Oops. And that's not good. And I look through his discard, like, what's he got left? I think he could kill me here. Oh yeah, there's a big mistake here on Jared's part. Check this out, check this out. Let's look at his dice. Let's pause. Oh, hold on. Stop touching your dice, Jared. Okay, he's got, well, that's a ceremonial he pulled back. So he's got, let's pull it back a little. Alright, look. Put that illusion back because you don't actually play that card. We gotta time this just right, guys. We gotta time this just right. So we know Jared's got Molten Gold in hand. It's right there. This card. The art is very unique. Okay. Puts the die back. Pop. Alright, let's look at his dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, look at this here. What do you do as Jared right now? I'll tell you what the play is. I have 5 life. You meditate. Meditate and you say, okay, I'm gonna make this power ceremonial and a power illusion. Now, granted, he's got no cards left, really. He's got 1 card here, 1 card here, and I think he's got 4 cards in hand. You say, okay, I'll meditate this and a card from my hand. Now I got 3 cards. And what I do is I take this ceremonial. I mean, I feel like see, this is actually the problem is he rolled too many basics. Not enough power. This is a power, and this is a power, and then these two are power. He needs to meditate 4 dice right now, which I think he's got. He's got 4 cards in hand, right? He's got 2 cards here. He can give up 2. If he's got 4 cards in hand, I would meditate 2 cards from hand, leaving just Hidden Power and Molten Gold. Then I would meditate this book and this last card. Boom, 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 boom. Why? Alright, you met all of that. Now what do you do? Now you play Molten Gold. Main action Molten Gold me for 3. Yeah, Molten Gold me for 3. And I'm like, crap, I'm almost dead. The best I could do is exhaust a ceremonial die. And then if he only has 4 cards in hand, he's actually 1 card short of killing me. Because he can always recur a Stormwind Sniper and then play it for 2 damage. I'm at 5 life and he's at he has Molten Gold and he could have brought back a Stormwind and pinged me for it. Like he has to have 5 cards in hand to do that, I believe, because he needed to meditate. Well, no, he's got Hidden Power, so he doesn't need 5 cards. I think I only played 1 Hidden Power so far. But he had 5. He had plenty. He had Hidden Power and he had like 4 cards, so he had plenty of dice. He could have Molten Gold, set up the Stormwind recursion, bring back the Stormwind, play it, and that's it. I don't think I can stop him if he does that either. But he played the bear instead. Yeah, he would have won if he did that. I had nothing that could stop him there. But I probably would have been pretty sad about it because if he had won that way, I would have been sad because I put an extra exhaustion token on this bear. So if this bear didn't have an exhaustion token on it, he's 3 life lower, and I have a Molten Gold. So he could have won that way, but if he did, I would have been like, oh man, we totally misplayed that exhaustion token. I would have won if that didn't happen. Kind of glad he made that mistake. Because I made that mistake with this token on this bear. But then again, he made a mistake with an Aftershock. Me missing an Aftershock on a bear. That could have made a difference too. If we both didn't make mistakes there, if he remembered to Aftershock my bear, and I remember to remove this exhaustion token, I think he still wins. So, Jarrett made more mistakes than I did. Hmm. He's like, I'm gonna just try to swing in for that damage. No, you're not. Blood Chains. Hammer Knight, of course. And here I'm regretting not meditating more. I really want 1 power ceremonial so I can bring back an EV and blood chains it. But and I don't have enough main actions to meditate and do something and bring it back. So I remember here I'm like, crap, I wish I had meditated 1 more die. Yeah, that's actually kind of interesting, Bob. Bob says, I love that the person that made less play errors won. Yeah, we both made a lot of mistakes, but Jarrett made bigger mistakes, which cost him the game. Yeah, he totally could have won. Here I'm like, crap, I wish I had meditated this ceremonial die that I could bring back EV and play her now. Something like that. Oh no, I know what I want to do here. Yeah, here I'm thinking, oh crap, I should have met it so I could exhaust his ceremonial die. And then blood chains. Because I want to get rid of his power ceremonial so that he can't bring back the EV. Oops. Yeah. I wanted to be able to exhaust his ceremonial so he can't bring back EV. But I didn't meditate enough, so I was like, crap. I think I end up changing the HK. So I look at his deck, there's a discard, because I should be able to tell what's left in his hand. Deck. I realize, oh, there's a mole. So a lot of thinking, because I really want to change something, and I can't pass with my main, because I need to deal more damage so I don't die. Look at my discard to see what's left in my deck. I spent like 3 hours thinking here. And I say, fine, I'll bloodchain Hammer Knight and lock that bear down so I can get him in the swing. But I know he's going to be able to have the violence come back now. Because, yeah, I'm going to bring that EV back. And player. So here I was like, crap. Had I meditated one, interesting mistake there, because had I meditated one more die, I could have exhausted that ceremonial die and bloodchains in this turn. And I have to have my bear swing into an EV alone. The good news is Jarrett takes 3 damage from draw. So it didn't end up mattering because I had a Molten, but had Jarrett, had I been able to swing with that bear in, he would have died on the draw because he took 3 from draw. There's the last 3. That's 2 games in a row that we saw end with Molten Gold in the top 8. Says that Austin and Tim's game, top 8, that ended 3 games out of the top 4. 4 games at the top 8 of Elliot's game. So that means all 4 games in the top 8 ended in Molten Gold. Is that card OP? I don't know. Not, but it is strong. Is anyone available for a TTS match? We already got 3 other people playing. Look at that. Oh, just 2. 4 other people playing. 2 games. That's the name impact. Did I update? Have a modified BDR on it. I want to see how this modified version added this. guys. Yes. Actually, let's try something crazy. Should be. This is also a fun bit of it.
I was just grabbing headset so no feedback. Butterfly, huh?
pass for my turn.
Ping the EV for 2 from Brian and 1 to the Archer.
Oh, prop. My mic's not set up in tabletop now because I unplugged it. Oh well. At least I can talk to the chat. Never mind. Never mind.
I heard you. Yeah, I heard you.
Speak again. Oh, there we go. I can speak again. I try to go for the achievement, but the Ren's Fury achievement is unobtainable. Good game, sir.
GG. Good game.
So that was my attempt at an out of the mist start, which almost worked out well, except I drew a useless card. But almost worked out well. I don't think it's worth starting out of the mist. It was a nice experiment. I figured Ren has the extra dice. He could start out of the mist and do stuff to work with it. I had too many dice round one. If you guys noticed, I had like 2 dice left over. Oh man, there's a lot of people in here. We gotta promote people. Yeah, but you're on stream, right? You hear me on the stream, you're not hearing me.
We can't hear you on stream because you're not talking on stream.
Oh. Well, if you guys can hear me, then I'm not gonna bother resetting TT. But it's gonna have a delay. You guys are gonna be delayed. I'm gonna. Yeah, on Twitch you guys can hear me, but I can't talk on tabletop. My push to talk button doesn't do anything. I disconnected the mic while it was open. Easy. Illy Charm. I got the deck right here. Boom. Done. Here it is. It's right here. Illy Charm deck. You get a promotion. You get a promotion. Everyone gets promotion. Yeah, I gotta get rid of those mods. I just never deleted them.
And you get promoted. And you get promoted.
Rob.
Everyone gets promoted. Bro, when are you gonna be like Oprah and give me a car instead of a
I would prefer Bugatti than
Bugattis.
promotion.
Yeah, everyone gets Bugattis.
and you get a Bugatti. And you get a Bugatti.
I try to play Kingdom Death Monster, but it's like
Oh, hey, Eric, real quick.
really
I got a
convoluted.
bone to pick with you. So, listening to
Oh
watching
shit.
a YouTube video of you commentating my game with Kian, and yes, I made mistakes, but you made the biggest mistake, sir. My name is not and never will be Bob. I'm not Bob. Bob is my father. Bob is other people. I'm Rob or Robert. You can call me Robert. You can call me Rob.
You got it, Bob.
Never. That's what happens. That's what happens. When Bob.
Alright, sorry about that, Rob. Now we can't have nice things.
That is exactly why we don't have nice things.
I completely forgot to fix a ladder thing for these guys. Do that very quickly. Think.
Are you about to play a ladder match with somebody?
No, I forgot to fix the ladder match for Daph and Alex because they double reported, but the problem is I don't know if I can fix it. Because it doesn't reset their elo, so I don't know what their elo should be at.
Hey, what does the ELO stand for?
It's like, let's see what Google says. Google says it stands for Electric Light Orchestra, the band. Just kidding. Named after its creator, Arpad Elo, so it's just named after the guy. Maybe his name's Elo. It's the guy's name who made up the system.
It's actually a really nice system, and it's used in chess since forever.
Can someone do the math backwards between Daph and Alex? Because I don't. The problem is on this league site is if someone misreports something, I can delete the game, but it's not gonna reset their rating. So I don't know how. I mean, I can't undo the rating change.
I, if you give me the actual number and who they played against, I can do the inverse. It's not that complex.
Because they have. Well, I only have. All I have is the final results of the two. And so I need one match back.
Yeah. So who are the players? I'll
It was
try to figure it
Daph
out.
and Alex. So their current points are.
So that's their current result.
Yeah, it's the current.
But we need to reverse it.
Yeah, I need to find out what it was before that.
Okay, I'll try to figure it out.
You're the man, Giraffe. What is your real name, Giraffe?
Julien.
What was,
Julian.
what was Julian? You're the man, Julian. All right, so who wants a game?
I'll beat you real quick.
I I am not a miniatures gamer. These guys, you nerds talking about miniatures gaming in Ash's chat. Kidding. I want to. I mean, I tried Kingdom of Monsters. It kind of convoluted, but maybe I was playing with a bad group. By bad group, I mean one guy. But we could do Kingdom Death Monster stream one time. Oh man, you're gonna play. You're playing that pre-con Rin? That what you got going?
Bro, don't worry about what I'm playing.
That pre-con Rin? This is the deck. The deck. Deck's gonna make its stream debut.
I want to really bad. If I see somebody not playing Illusion next time I play with Brennan, I'm gonna start off with Molten Gold, Final Cry, Chain of Revenge, Stormwind Sniper, and Archer, and I'm gonna try to do 11 the very first round. If I see they're not playing Illusion die,
You can do it.
I so badly want to do that because I can hit somebody for 11.
Yeah, Rob, your voice is a little low on the mic, so it's kind of hard to hear you on the stream. Maybe I can adjust my volume for tabletop. Nope, I'm max volume on tabletop. Alright, it's time for the debut. Tell your mic that quitters never win. Alright, man, I got my 5. Deck is making its stream debut. Guys, I call this deck. What the? Why is your deck so small? That's what she said. Hello, CB man. You got a cool little turbo thing next to you. Not that familiar with Twitch, so I don't know what that battery means. But it looks cool. I roll a lot of basics. I have 5? Man, look at all those frogs. Someone's got some stacked dice. CB man, this is Tabletop Simulator, and we are playing a game called Ashes: Rise of the Phoenix Born. Ashes is a two-player card game in the same vein as Magic the Gathering or Netrunner or what have you. You know, all those classic CCG 1v1 type games. And that is what we are playing. This one's a little unique because in this game you can pick your starting hand of 5 cards and you use dice as your mana source. Your mic being a little frustrating, Rob? I'm gonna call you Bob now that you can't talk back on the mic. Just keep calling you Bob. No, I won't do it. I won't do it. You'll flip the table. Sorry, I take it back. You're Rob. Well, since I rolled the most basics, no, don't do it. I'll have to go first. I shall begin with my main action of putting down. Oh, I don't want that. You didn't see that. This is what I'm putting down. Chant of Revenge. And my side action, I'll meditate a little bit because I rolled Basic Heaven. So I'll meditate at least one. Probably just one, actually. I'll do one for now. I don't need any more. Go ahead. It's pretty easy to learn if you are familiar, especially if you're familiar with other card games. So, in this game you get one main action and one side action. Main actions are usually playing cards. And then side actions are things like discarding cards from the top of your deck to change the faces of your dice. That's called meditation. Which is what he's doing right now. Ah, it's kind of nice when you meditate EV and you don't have ceremonial. Alright. Alright, Rob. Called you Rob there. So Rob is someone new to these card games can definitely learn it, CV man. It's a game that is not very difficult, in my opinion, to learn. But there's a lot of nuance to it. So it's one of those games that also has a high ceiling in terms of skill grow. I honestly, what I relate it the most to is chess. It does feel very chess-like in terms of chess is not difficult to teach the first time or learn, but the skill ceiling is quite high compared to that first time you play. Magica or Magic? You mean Magic the Gathering? Because Magica is a great game, video game. That's the one where you're like all little wizards on a team and you're casting spells. Of course, I never played Magica against with people online. That'd be a weird game to be toxic. Aren't you supposed to be cooperating?
Hey, does that work?
Yep, mic's back up.
Can you hear me better now?
Sure can. Oh.
Okay, good. Yeah, this is my good mic. So I meditated, and when I disconnected, you cheated, of course, and you looked at all my cards.
Yeah, and I made all your dice frogs.
You did. So your turn.
Yeah, Magic is an interesting one. It can get toxic. You have Tabletop Simulator, CB man? If you have Tabletop Simulator, I'll be more than willing to teach you online how to play the game. It's I actually have a lot of people here that are really helpful in this community, and they would definitely be happy to teach, including myself. All right, so you played this bear book and you meditated because I don't know why. You need more frogs, right? What's up?
I did need more frogs.
And my turn. I'm gonna do this. Oh wait, what did you play? A bear book? Oh, I got the thing for you, baby. Check this out. Oh, leave it. What the? You have to make the sound.
That's awesome.
You have an ice trap?
Like not on me, like not. I mean, possibly they're in there in this deck.
Oh, well in that case, we'll throw this root armor on that guy and make him a little tougher. And you're up. Yeah, you know, I feel weird about because there's some games like Magic I did enjoy for a while. You're right, the toxicity is an issue. And I feel the same way about. So I used to like League of Legends quite a bit, but that's the same problem I had with that game. I was like, man, this game would be so much more fun if people just weren't, or having fun with it. If more people had fun with the game, it'd be more fun to play instead of being all angry at one another. See, I don't know. Man, that's gonna be a rough one for me to deal with.
That ice golem.
Yeah, cause you know Ninja can't kill it right now, so I think I'm just gonna go what the, and then attack you directly
For 3.
for 3.
You need a better wada.
Yeah, you go. That's pretty. What the? That's pretty good. I think that's pretty good.
Okay, that was better. It's the end. It's the end.
You can't fade off on the end. You gotta like what the strong all the way
You have
through.
to commit the whole way.
Yeah, you're right. Don't do it. Don't do it. Ellie, oh boy. This is Rob is playing this Ice Golem, which has Skin Morph 2. If he has an alteration spell attached to it, it gets 2 more life. And then Rin's ability adds a Ice Buff alteration. Boom. You got a 5 life Golem.
So yeah, dude is now a 3/4.
3/5. Got 5 life because Skin Morph gives him 2 and Ice Buff gives him 1. So dude is a 3/5.
Yes, 3/5. So
Dude's big dude. It's a big dude.
boom.
No problem. You know what that big dude got coming at him? What the? Goes away, I guess. Now, funny thing, this is an alteration, so he still gets that 2 extra life. I played Regress, which removes all the alterations attached to that unit. Gives him -5 attack. And I'll med one. No, that's not what I want to med. No! Ay, ay, ay. I am a butterfly. That's a good move. I like your last move. I'm gonna copy it.
Try to be original, sir.
Ooh. Are you sure you're not playing pre-con, Ren? Oh wait, you got violinist. Never mind.
Are you sure that I didn't just put this together 10 minutes before I got on so we could play with something different?
I think you're gonna end up beating me anyway. My deck I'm playing is a little ridiculous.
Bro, I love Brennan, man. You need to represent.
I mean, this deck is called. It's supposed to be following that song "Enter the Ninja" by Die Antvud, and that song's about just talking about ninjas and butterflies. So, guess what's in this deck? Ninjas and butterflies. Ay, ay, ay. And now they're asking me in chat, Eric, why did you med for a power natural dice? Well, apparently I just wanted to get rid of a butterfly book for no reason because I'm gonna spirit burn this thing. But not yet. Well, you can just ping it. Spirit burn! I'll spirit burn enchant you for 3 damage. Good question, C. Good question. It's because I'm a noob. And I was like, you know, I don't want this second butterfly book. So that would have been a great draw.
Hey, let me borrow a butterfly monk. I forgot to put him in there.
Oh yeah, sure. Christian said this was the best deck ever. No, he said this is like the coolest deck I ever seen in my whole life. And I think he said that like 127
Man, I don't like
times.
this. Already being at 11 life.
I know. Welcome to the world of playing against Brennan. I know you're used to being on the other side of the table. I'll pass. Stop it. I don't like this. I'll pass. Go ahead and hit me. Hit me.
Pew 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 pew.
That a frostbite?
That was the. I'm going to frostbite, yes, and I'm going to do it at Brennan in the face.
I got it. My face caught it. I'll pass.
I will swing at you with butterfly and EV for 2 more.
I'll pass.
Then after that, I will pass, and I'm going to keep all of my dice unexhausted, and I'll just roll these 5.
Okay. Shush, see, don't tell them to kill the ninja. I got away. The ninja lived. So, you know, okay round for me, but I'm a real bad spot right now. But that's to be expected. What do we get? What do we get? What goodies? Not the best goodies, but we'll make them work. Go first this round. Not the worst goodies either. Between Chant, Spirit Burn, and Molten, we're talking 7 damage is pretty good. Gotta say this card is this card. Man, you don't want that card, man. You don't want that. You don't want that. You don't wanna summon that. Nah, you don't wanna do that. No, you don't. No, you don't wanna do. No. You don't wanna. No, don't.
Yes, I do, sir. Yes, I do.
You don't wanna. All right. I go.
Sorry, I was talking to my daughter.
No problem. And you're up. No, you don't want to do that. You don't want to. You don't want to do that. You don't want to. You don't want to do that. I shall. Hmm. Let's meditate. And I'll play count.
What are you playing? I fell asleep. It's taking you so long. What's going on?
You jerk.
Oh, Champ Protection. Yeah, that's a good card. So what are you discarding? Ah!
I don't need that crutch.
I'm gonna meditate too, and then no, I can't. Hold on. Watch this. Watch this. Ready?
Alrighty.
Pow! I'm gonna kill my own butterfly because I'm a
Ooh.
gangster. And then for my main action, I'm gonna bring out a butterfly.
You wild man. Wild man. Well, that's definitely another butterfly. Do you mind if I play a butterfly? Do you have any problems with this?
Um, I'll let that butterfly slide because it's just one life right now.
Yeah. Then it dies. It'll 4 damage at Rin. Heal me.
Man, that's
Heal
brutal.
me. Go ahead.
Okay, real quick side note. Like let's talk for real.
Alright.
For tournament stuff, should I love that combo what you just did? 4 and +1. Should I consider doing that instead of the Dread Wraiths as my one summon? Because I have a bunch of allies in my Brennan deck.
Are you running
Should I
nature?
should I do that? Well, yeah, I've got the 2 nature and 1 illusion dive, remember? And then I've
So
got 7.
it's an interesting because there's a small trade-off. The trade-off between butterfly and wraith is that the butterfly is easy to remove. It's not going to do as good of a job of blocking for you as the wraith will to be a wall. But the butterfly is way better to combo with Brennan's burn. So I think you should. And I think honestly, I think a good option for you for real in your first 5 is regress. Regress is extremely good in my opinion in a Brennan's first 5 because basically it says, okay, whatever you were trying to hit me with, it's not going to hit me, and then I can just play the rest of my burnout.
What deck is the regress card in?
Brennan's deck.
Are you talking about choke?
No, I'm talking about regress, this card.
Oh,
Because if they play a Hammer Knight, you can just be like, regress. If they play a Bear, you can be like, regress. And then you don't have to waste any of your burn on, you don't have to waste any of your burn on those guys. You can do all the burn to the face and just regress their unit. But yeah, I do think Butterfly is quite. It's gonna. Butterfly is
It
interesting.
just
about
seems like every
Butterflies.
time I bring out the Dread Wraith, like everyone spends, they pretty much typically go hard on freezing it or
Yeah, that's
stopping it or
true.
something.
Yeah, it's
And
probably
the
better for you
Butterfly
to run the
Monk is
Butterfly.
not as threatening to people, and being able to do that little combo, the 4-in-1, over and over. I mean,
Yeah. Also, by not
yeah,
spending 3 ceremonial dice, because the Butterfly only costs you 1 die versus 3 for the Wraith, you can spend those
yeah.
ceremonials to bring back EVs or to bring back Fire Archers.
Well, and I'll also get rid of one of the ceremonial, and I'll add. So I'll have 6 ceremonial, 3 natural, and 1 illusion. Because I have 7 ceremonial in there now because of the Dread Wraith, because it needs so many.
Yeah, you can cut down on the ceremonial and just remove the Wraith. It's probably better to move to Butterfly.
So that way I can do the Molten Gold and Butterfly in a round.
Yep.
Alright, I'm going to try that. But I'll do that later. Right now, I'm going to lose in 2 turns because you keep hitting me for 4 every turn. What a douche. Alright, so you went. Is it my turn?
You're up. Yeah, I think, honestly, Open Memory for a second chant is not a bad play, but it's 4 mana, so you gotta be committed, you gotta be ready to take over for that. Honestly, I was thinking about Open Memory style chant, but in Rin, because Rin can actually handle it. The mana cost. Is that hitting me in the face?
Of course, man. I don't like messing with people's characters. I think that's the dumbest thing. The whole point is to kill the Phoenix. Unless you had like a Hammer Knight.
Well, I mean, the
Um,
way you gotta think about it is, if you kill this guy, then you can attack with a guy that hits for 3, doesn't get blocked. That's the way I usually look at killing their units it's worth putting the burn on their units if I'm going to be able to swing in for just as much damage or more. Because if it's at least equal damage, you're better off killing the units, because then their board is empty and they have to spend dice to repopulate it, and you're going to hit for the same damage anyway. But in this case, it's, yeah, this case is a bit different. Alright, I don't like you having so many dice, man, like that. Ahmed, 2. You can spend for EV if you want. Molten. Excuse me. Yeah, but think about this. See, so I thought about this. Rin could pull off a ceremonial charm deck. I think you can open memories for another charm, for another Chant of Revenge. You can start Owl. Owls will live better with Ice Buff to be annoying. You can regress. So that's that's all you do is like Owl, regress, chant, open memories, maybe something else. You got plenty of dice.
This is game over.
Yeah, you could do it in Rin, and it'd be kind of cool. I guess you don't need to do it in Rin. You could do it in Brennan just as easily, but.
I mean, we'll finish the game, but that little 4 every round, not having the 20 life, ugh. I mean, even if I pinged my Butterfly and brought it back, that just brings me up to 6. But then let's say you have Final Cry, and then you do your Brennan ability, and obviously I don't have Choke in here because I'm running all natural. That's 4 with that right there, and then if you have another Molten Gold in hand, you know, this is round 2. I'm gonna be dead beginning of round 3, depending on what cards you
I
have.
draw, yeah, if I can draw the right stuff. I'm gonna pass. I'll take it all. Do 2 off of this. And then
So 3, you take 5.
1 from this, and I take another 2, and another 2. So I take 4, right? Because I took off 1, 2, 2 damage from the Chant of Protect, which made this not do a third. Then 1 damage from here, so I took 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna med. There we go. And main actions pay this. We play Bound Soul and grab the ninja. What the? No!
I was waiting for that. I was waiting.
Oh, good stuff. All right. So your turn. I'll attack. No, no, no. I'll attack this bear.
I'll have the butterfly monk die for unit guard.
It's exhausted. It can't unit guard.
So,
Pass, pass.
hey, how do you pick up multiple of these blue things at a time? Like, what buttons do you press?
You so you click on one and you hold down the left click, and then you mouse over and right click. Pick up more. Now you try. There you go.
Look at me! Look at me!
You're doing it. I'm doing it, Papa. I'm tabletop simulating. Um. Guess I'll start by meditating. I'll do one. Don't mind that guy. And I have to do this. I have to do it. What the?
You're terrible. Hey, I'm gonna spend one from you meditating, and I'm gonna hit your first. Yep, with Eevee.
Alright, so I put out the ninja and blocked your butterfly book. And that's it. No, see, no. Not giving in to your temptation.
I'm gonna finish off your first ninja.
You jerk. I shall pay this to Final Cry Rin. And I'll pay this. No, I won't. I'll let this die. Yeah. Go ahead. Guess it's still your turn technically.
Good game. Because you're just gonna kill your ninja, and then I mean, there's nothing I can do. I mean, you literally do
going to main action play Bound Soul. And then yeah, I'm gonna kill the ninja.
Did you do that just to bring it back into your hand?
Yes. Game. What the?
That wasn't good. That was terrible.
Telling you, regress does a lot of work. Yeah, Ninja had a root armor on it for a while.
So I thought it would be fun to make like just this behemoth in a round and save a bunch of dice, and then just have the guy. I was thinking about having a bear, or even an ice golem.
Ah, I see. And then just make it huge and hit
Just
him.
make it huge and just come in and wreck.
They're like, oh no, I didn't have anything available to block. Bam.
Okay, so on the Brennan deck, get rid of Dread Wraith, switch out one of my ceremonial dice with another nature dice, and then put in the butterfly monks, right?
Yeah, I would put in the butterfly monks, just the dread wraith probably. I think that's a good call. You don't run regress, right?
I'm not, but I'm thinking that I should now.
I think it's pretty good. I mean, you saw that that one card stopped me from taking 6 damage from putting it on this golem.
Yeah, but that only stops like one individual. Because see, I only need one butterfly book. I'm not worried about putting in multiple butterfly books, but I'm just thinking about what should I take out for the regress. Because regress really just stopped one unit. And what I like about my Brennan guy is I hit over the top, so I really don't care if my units don't swing. I've won half of my games only attacking one time in the first round.
You don't care if your units swing. That's why regress is really good, is because you regress their units and then they're stuck. Those guys don't do anything. They can't swing, and you don't care. And that's what you want, actually. You don't want them to swing. Now, granted, regress is not good against Brennan. It's not good. It's not good against Brennan because Brennan can just spirit burn the guy that's regressed. But otherwise, it eats up a battlefield slot, and it's basically makes one of their battlefield slots empty because you don't care about attacking in. So by regressing, like here, I didn't care about attacking in. So here, by regressing this golem, I made your battlefield size 5. And that's the power of this card. Because you gotta think, alright, if you're not playing against Brennan and they play a Hammer Knight and you regress the Hammer Knight, now they have no good options anymore.
It's like worse. It's worse than killing it, because then they have to spend their stuff to kill it.
Right, exactly. Because if you killed it, well, now they got another slot. They can fill it back up and they can get triggers and things. But if you regress it, now that Hammer Knight's gonna eat a slot, and you can't do. I mean, they can't do anything to Brennan that counters regress. That is gonna hurt you really, because there's only really 2 things that counter regress, and that's blood chains and cut the strings. No one plays cut the strings, and even if they did, they would damage their own unit. A, and then B, blood chains against Brennan is not great. Like if they blood chains one of your units, you just spirit burn it.
Yeah, just spirit burn it.
So it's actually like really scary. Regress is really good in Brennan's decks, in my opinion. Especially, it's mostly against, because like the only way the other guys are gonna compete against you as Brennan, because Brennan is just burning so fast, is by having a bunch of big damage units on the field. So if you can lock those guys down, it does the same job almost as Chain of Protection. Actually, does a little bit better, because Chain of Protection is gonna protect you from those hits from bears, and Regress does the same thing. Now, Chain of Protection is better against other Brennans because it's gonna stop their burn. Regress is better against Rin style, where they put a bunch of dudes on the battlefield.
Alright, I'll play with those changes. I mean, we're definitely going to need to play against each other and stuff like that, because I'm trying to get my Brennan deck to do well at Gen Con. Not that I'm necessarily going to win the thing. I don't want to get knocked out, in the first couple rounds and just be done.
You're just gonna play it
So,
the same. Not even gonna take into account any new cards.
well, I'll see, but the new cards a lot are illusion and charm, right?
Yeah, they're all illusion and charm, but some of them have,
Yeah.
you know.
I don't play with any charm whatsoever. I may after the new stuff has come out. I haven't been a big fan of a lot of the charm now. Um, I may play with some of the illusion, but not a lot of people are Eric, and not to say that like you're just this amazing person, even though you're a great player, but you study. Not a lot of people study the game. And so my hope is when Gen Con comes out, people put in these cards, but they're untested. I would rather go in with a deck that I'm very comfortable with,
That's actually a pretty
knowing what
solid
my game
plan.
plan is.
That's actually a solid plan. I think people are gonna be. Some people might be infatuated with those new cards, and
Yeah,
they're not
yeah.
gonna. Not gonna be prepared maybe to go up against
Well,
that
and they're
burn.
not going to practice those combos of what they should do and how it should work out. And I'd rather just beat my deck to death and lose every way possible with my deck. So that way, when I'm faced with these circumstances, I've made enough mistakes where I've learned, okay, don't do that anymore.
There's gonna be a couple more counters to direct burn, um, in that expansion, but I think you'll still be okay.
Yeah, but I have enough allies and stuff as well that I can swing. If people are going to spend their cards and their dice on that stuff, I mean, that's fantastic because, I mean, you can only have so many cards in your hand. And so every time I see somebody burn a card and I have stuff out there, that's just one less thing that I have to deal with. So it's just a math game. I mean, you know how it is. It's all numbers.
Yep, yep. Yeah, right now I'm leaning towards. I really want to play a mill deck actually. I kind of really want to play a Victoria milling deck, but we'll see.
Are you going to Gen Con?
Yeah.
Bro, I'm totally going to beat you. Probably not. I hope I don't play against anybody that I play on here. I want to play new people.
Yeah, I think we'll be surprised though. I mean, you're probably gonna play against a lot of people that, especially if you start winning games, probably play against a lot of people you recognize from online.
Or people will say that about me. They're playing against me because they recognize
They
me.
will. They will recognize you. I mean, I know Elliot says he's gonna go, and then C's gonna be there. I think Christian's gonna be there.
Yeah, Papa Pratt's going, isn't he? He's already talked
Yeah.
about going.
So it's gonna be a lot of
It'll
players.
be fun.
It'll be fun time for sure.
All right, man. Thank you so much for the game. I'm gonna go make those changes, and we'll
Yeah.
play again soon.
Give him a whirl. I will say that I know you want to run the one butterfly, and I think that's not a bad choice at all. I will say that I've noticed that having two butterflies books versus one butterfly book can make a huge difference. Now in Brennan, it's not a big deal if you summon the butterfly and immediately burn it, then you're all good. But having one life means it's very easy for someone else to ping before you can spirit burn. There's just some little things like that you gotta pay attention to when you start running it.
Yeah, but should I be worried if somebody pings it? I mean, even if it dies, it's still doing what I want it to do. Because naturally, well, not naturally, but typically, I like to use my spirit burn for my fire archer or for my EV. Something I can just
Right.
constantly bring back in a round.
Right.
And so,
Yeah, then you're not too worried. I will say the other tricky part about butterflies.
Plus, the more books you put out there, the tougher it is to kill it. And so,
Yeah. Well, tougher it is to kill it, but that's okay because you can always spirit burn them, and then if you need to heal, you just meditate a book. But I think you're right with only running one butterfly book. I think that's the right call.
oh yeah, I know it is. I know. You can write that down. Put that on the show notes. All right, I'm leaving now. I'm leaving.
Alright.
You play Thundering Draft. I may come back and watch you guys after I make those changes. So, I don't know. I'll see you.
See ya. Giraffe.
Hey, how are you? So this won't be a ladder match.
No, we will play for our lives. To be for star chips. 2 star chips. Winner plays Seto Kaiba. Bob, you gotta watch Sakamoto. This guy. He's the coolest. Sakamoto this guy? So ceremonial and charm. Know what to do. Also, why do I have this pile? There's no conjurations in my deck. I don't know why I had a conjuration pile. It's 4 dice, 5 with Brennan. Should I grab something more expensive? Probably not. Probably grab something cheap. Bomber's not a bad choice with dice. One, two. I draw 3 cards and I have 4 dice. I have 3 dice left to play them. Or do I want the hidden power because I'm gonna slide a hand? What shall my 5th card be? Bomber seems like the good play. But then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 with the burn. Means I'm drawing 3 cards and I have 3 dice to spend on them. Not the greatest ratio. Probably gonna play an owl anyway. I'm gonna be ditching the EV and I might want to bring it back. My cost is actually
I'm
1
trying
mana.
out a new deck, so
Hidden power is super risky though, because of the hidden power. I could slide a hand and draw hidden power, blood chains, chain of protect, and now I'm like, crap. I have useless cards. I think I'm gonna do. Man, I really like the bomber idea. You have 100 life? Damn.
that's my handicap.
I'm actually gonna take the hidden power. Because I don't like having such a tight dice squeeze. When I'm drawing 3. I can always use the extra dice for recursion. Man, I rolled a lot of goats. I shall be right back. Alright, I'm back. Looks like you rolled one fewer basic die.
So you decide.
Um, guess I'll go first. And I'll start with a good old meditation. How many is the question? How many?
10.
10? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 10. Okay. Sleight of hand. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Okay, okay. Go ahead. I mean, as far as draws go, that's really good. Really, really good. I know, that's a really good draw. That's a really, really good draw. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's a great draw. That's why I made it 3 cards, because I'm like, these top 3 cards are probably garbage. Let's get rid of them. Way better than the 3 cards I would have rolled or drawn if I just played a slate. Yeah, it's basically exactly what you want. I mean, I wanted to mine a third chant. You know, a third chant would have been nice too. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Let's count the dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. 4 dice more. I have 1, 2, 3. 4 dice extra. That's. I know your tricks. I see what you're doing. Don't know what dice
Is that obvious?
I see what you're doing. I don't know what dice to exhaust. Guys been 3 on the Wraith. 1 on this. Got 3 extra. I'll I'll exhaust 1 of your ceremonial. Ah, interesting. Got redirect dice. That's a pain. I'll summon a fire archer and ping Jessa for 1. See if there's that redirect.
I'll react to that.
Okay, no side from me. The Undying Wraith.
And no side for me, so.
Elliot says, no one's noticed yet. You have that Thundering Giraffe has 11 dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You have 11 dice.
Really?
Yeah.
It was supposed to be a 6-4.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
No problem. I didn't notice. They were laughing in the chat. They're like, how's no one noticed yet? I shall play Hidden Power. And spend one. Let's get rid of the last ceremonial. You guys, I did not notice. I thought when Elliot said 11 dice, he was referring to Hidden Power. I didn't realize he actually had 11 dice. That was like the perfect sleight of hand draw. I mean, Regress actually wouldn't be that bad against the Wraith, right? Because, like, boom, Wraith gets knocked down and loses Undying Heart. But, don't know if I care about the Wraith.
I will pass.
I shall exhaust one of your charm and summon a violinist.
Uh, I guess I'll attack your fire archer.
I'll take two. I'll play a violinist.
You got so many cards.
I got great draw. Like, the draw I got off a sleight of hand was an extra violinist and an extra chant. And one other surprise that's sitting in my hand.
Molten gold. I'll pass.
I'll attack you with these three. And side action, I will Spirit Burn an EV to deal 2 to you from Brennan, 2 to you from Chant, And 2 to you from Final Cry. So 6 damage.
Ouch. I'll pass.
I will side action bring back Evie. And main action play her.
So I'm at 8.
I think I've dealt what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I think I've dealt 9 damage total. So you should be at 9. Yeah. And then I'll attack you for 1.
Okay, that I thought you already did that.
And I pass.
So that wasn't a great turn for me.
It was an amazing draw for me.
It was amazing draw for me.
This guy. Wow, guys, I don't. The this draw has been too kind. Yeah, yeah. I gotta talk to Isaac. I want to get an AOP kit for a tabletop simulator tourney. That'd be the best. To align dice, you push the numbers 1, 2,
Do
3,
I
4,
have
5,
to
6.
recover?
Yes, you do. Actually, that's a good question for Bob. Bob, do you have to recover? If you have recovery, is it optional or is it recover mandatory? Yeah, Jay Schillen. If I push 3, it goes to the basic. 4 is this, 2 is basic, 1 is class, 5 is class, and 6 is power.
I guess we won't know.
Guess
I'll
not.
recover.
Okay. If you don't have to, we'll put the wound back on there. So. I can't pronounce it. Jay Schillen. Just chillin'. Just chillin'. Just chillin'. I shall meditate. 3, 4. I'll do one more. No, I won't. Never mind. That can stay. The third chant. You can, but you have to be polite and ask them if you can go through the discard pile. Tabletop Simulator, we just do it, but in real life, usually you're like, can I look at your discard pile? And they have to allow you to, but it's polite. I would go to Toledo for every tournament. If I could teleport, I'd be at every Ashes tournament. Man, you have 9 to 13 people, Matt? That's awesome. I remember the first time I went, you had like 4.
So first of all, I'll side action blood transfer.
Actually, I guess the first time I went, it was just you and me. And then the second time I was there in Chicago, it was like 4 people. Like 5.
Deal 2 damage to my Dread Ray.
Ah, so Bob says recovery is not optional. It is mandatory. Now we learned some new Ashes.
And I can remove 1 from my inventory.
Who's Bob?
Bob, the lead playtester for Ashes.
Okay.
Yeah, you're not the only one, Rob.
Thank you. I just didn't know if you were trying to be facetious or trying to be silly or something.
Man, I gotta start doing that, but I always end up being too busy. I really want to do that and start building up people like you got, because it's definitely worth it. But I'm too busy doing the tabletop stuff. I need to, though, for sure. Um, let's side action grab a. Oops, sorry about that. Why is Deal so close to search? I'll grab a fire archer and main action. I'll play the fire archer. Ping Jessa for 1. And that's it.
And
Play Noah, Jay
side
Shillin.
action, I'll
Play Noah.
do wound my living doll. So I guess 2 on Brennan.
So you gotta pay 3 dice for that total?
Yeah.
I will exhaust your final die. And then I will summon a Stormwind Sniper and ping Jessa for 2. That's the that's dedication, Matt. That makes sense though. That's what you gotta do. How do you teach if there's like 3 people that want to learn at the same time?
Hmm.
I can understand teaching 1 person or teaching 2 people.
I guess you're winning next turn.
Ooh, yeah, probably.
I'll pass.
I will attack Jessa with everything.
I'll block the sniper with that dread raid.
You can't play the third fob because then how are you supposed to make sure the other guys play correctly? That's the only thing issue I've had if there's 3 people. Like how are you supposed to guide the other guys if you're playing the third? So you block the sniper. Anything else blocked?
Yeah, I guess I'll block the 2 fire archers too.
Okay, so the 2 EVs hit you for 2 damage. Then side action, I spirit burn, an EV, and final cry, triple chant. Good game.
Yeah, no, that deck is not working.
It's not working against the
But
Brennan.
it's not the...
It wasn't the ideal matchup for it though.
Yeah, and it cost too many dice. I ran out of dice way too fast. That was my fear with it, that I won't have enough mana to do what I want to do each turn. And it happened.
Yeah, it is kind of dice heavy, especially because Jessa also is going to cost dice for screams. See ya, Elliot.
Yeah, maybe the dread raids are too expensive.
They are quite expensive.
Because the other alternative is to actually undie the living doll.
Right. And then she keeps healing, and you can damage her, heal yourself, and ping them directly.
Yeah,
Makes sense. It is super die intensive though.
it is. I always come up with those ideas that cost way too many dice.
Man, my sleight of hand draw was insanely good that game. I mean, it was like the perfect draw.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah, it was a nice draw.
Yeah. I was expecting to get a bunch of poop cards.
So, is that the deck that you published, or it was?
I think it's published. I shall check. Yeah, it's published. It's called Do You Even Chant?
Okay, yeah, I think I've seen it. The illusion dice are really annoying.
Yes, they are.
I guess I should start playing them.
I feel bad because I play them and then everyone's like, man, I want to play those now because they're annoying. You either play them or you make your first 5 such that they're not going to be affected by the illusion dice as hard. So like you thin down your cost in your first 5, take into account that they're going to exhaust things.
Yeah.
Anyway, thanks for the games, guys. I actually have to go because my wife wants to watch Game of Thrones because we still haven't watched it from last week.
I need to
Oh my
finish that.
gosh, everybody dies. So good. So good.
Actually,
No!
it's not.
Spoilers!
Actually, it's not true.
That was awesome.
He's misleading you. It's actually they wake up and it was just a dream. Actually, nobody died since first season.
I knew it. It's just Ned Stark wakes up at Winterfell. I was like, I had the worst dream.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
All right, man. Have a good night.
All right, night, guys. I know I hate to leave while I have so many people watching the stream, but gots to go. C's on. C should take over. C should start streaming. Everyone jump over there, play games against him.
Okay, bye.
All right, bye. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Sucks that some are on now. That's all right. I gotta go. C, you stream, man. You stream. We all stream for C's stream. That was awful. Until next time, guys. I actually might stream tomorrow, and I might stream Friday as well. I mean, it's gonna be a streaming frenzy. Saturday is Comic Palooza. I will not be available. I would like to demo some Ashes there at some point. I'm gonna bring Ashes. Hopefully, I'll be able to sneak away from the group and demo it a bit. That's it. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Stream Game of Thrones, just like streaming and watch, like, dude, look at this. I don't think HBO would like that very much. I think they'd be a bit upset about that. And I might. Maybe not. I mean, I might be getting an angry emo from the Covenant guys since I streamed their video here, talked about it, but there's some cool guys. You can watch it, listen to their commentary. I know you guys are commenting how they're not that well versed on Ashes yet, but they're still fun to listen to. They have a nice group dynamic, so I do enjoy listening to them. And that'll just come with more practice as the game gets bigger and they play some more. I'm actually thinking about joining that subscription for Ashes on Team Covenant because it does show that they have support for the game, and it probably shows that we should keep making Ashes content. And they also give you now free little awesome tokens if you have a subscription, so that's cool. Is it Poughkeepsie? That's the weirdest name for a city. Poughkeepsie. You keep all the poo there? Oh yes, right. Kingmakers is this weekend. Bob, you have to keep everyone updated on Twitter, or someone has to keep us updated on Twitter on what's coming up. I'm not gonna call it Poughkeepsie. It's Poughkeepsie. Actually, it's probably more like Poe. Because of like dough, it's like dough keepsy, but Poe keepsy. But Poughkeepsie doesn't make any sense. Poughkeepsie? It's not even close to being spelled that way. I'm getting sidetracked. Night, guys. Bob, if I don't see you again before the Kingsmaker tournament, which I'm not going there, so I'm not going to see you there, but I don't talk to you again before that tournament, make sure you keep us updated. I like the Poughkeepsie. Anyway, I gotta go. Night, guys. Oh, I should disable the stream.